My name is Kindra Arnesen, and I'm a resident of Venice, Louisiana. I live on the very end of the peninsula in Plaquemines Parish. Some would say the end of the world. We like to refer to it as the beginning of the world.
There you go.
And the reason we refer to it that way is because this is God's country. Most of the time, I'm a full-time parent. Then the oil spill happened. Then we were referred to it as an oil spill. Now it's begun to be referred to as an oil flood. The first 6 or 7 days, I was kind of like everyone else in the area, and I was in panic mode. And then I met Ricky Ott at Riverside Restaurant in Venice. And within 10 minutes of her speaking, it was like I got slapped in the face and woke up to really the bigger picture about what was really going on, what we could expect, what was going to happen, how to dig into it, what to look for, the signs to look for, problems to look for. So I started to dig. I mean, within 15 minutes of the conversation, I was in tears. I had to walk out of the building. She talked about the health risk issues, the fact that a lot of their fishermen and different people in their community got sick after cleaning up for the Alaskan Valdez oil spill, and we have an Alaskan Valdez every 2 days.
Is that how much oil is coming out?
Every 2 to 3 days, there's enough oil to measure up to the amount of oil that came out in the Alaskan Valdez oil spill. That's 50 miles off of our coast. And if you watch the water current patterns, and if you watch the weather patterns here, where's it going to go? It's going to come here. It's going to actually, because they've dispersed it, it's going to go everywhere. It is going everywhere. It is everywhere. It's all over the place. It's at this point, it's not where it's going to go, if it's going to, when it is. It's everywhere.
Right now it's being kept out of here by the barrier islands, is that right?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Right now what it's being kept out of here by is the fact that it's been dispersed, and it's been picked up in all of these different currents and went all over the place. The Barataria Bay is full. We actually, and I've learned a lot I have had a crash course in every end of this situation, because there's 1,000 irons in the fire, so to speak. So what I've learned about the Gulf here lately is that we actually have natural collection points all around the Gulf. And what's happened is, instead of the oil covering our whole entire coastline, it is everywhere, but the major, thicker impact is Barataria Bay, Grand Isle, Grand Terre, Cat Island, that area. And this is Barataria Bay here.
Okay.
And Grand Isle is over on this side, and then you got Four Bayous Pass, and I couldn't name all of them, but I can name most of them. But at any rate, you have this right here is all full of oil. It's all the way up into Myrtle Grove area. And what we also have is Pasalucha somewhere over here. We have oil in Division 12, and that's on the east side. But it's like the oil's coming in and it's hitting certain spots in the natural collection areas. Eventually, especially, we're going into the peak of hurricane season at this point.
Yeah.
So it's going to push major oil into the estuaries. It already has, but it's going to push a lot more. And when I say a lot more, I mean millions of gallons of this, and not only the oil on the top of the surface that you can see, but all of this oil that BP has negligently dispersed into the water column. The fact that they've dispersed it, the only reason for them to disperse this much oil with this much dispersant is to, in fact, avoid the liability. Because it's so much money per barrel. It's a lot of money per day. A lot of money. So they're not trying to clean it up. They haven't been trying to clean it up. They're trying to cover it up.